elbows down, looking up, expanding through the chest. Reaching the arms back up, take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down again into your roll down. Good, take an inhale at the bottom, and on the exhale, come all the way back up. Reaching the arms up, make those cactus arms. Looking up, slight tuck of the tailbone, and then rounding down. So you want to feel like a rag doll as you sink down here. Soft bend in the knees, take an inhale, and on the exhale, all the way back up. Good. Last time with those cactus arms. Now this time we're going to reach the arms up, gaze comes back level. You're going to start twisting to one side as you take your arms out to a T position. So coming into a bit of rotation. Reach the arms back up towards the ceiling, square yourself center, and then twist to the other side as you take your arms out to a T. Inhale and exhale to twist. Good. Inhale, exhale to twist. So try to keep your hip bones forward. So I'm going to just keep this movement to the upper body. Good. Inhale when the arms are center, and exhale as you bring them out to a T. One more time to this side. Okay, we're going to reach both arms back up towards the ceiling, coming back to center. So you can't see it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto one wrist with one hand. Arms will come above the head. You're going to pull that arm, just gently give it a pull over. So feeling the stretch through the rib cage. Good. Come back to center. Now you're going to grab onto the other wrist with the other hand. Arms are overhead. Just going to gently stretch over to the other side. And then we're going to do that one more time to each side. So you want to feel this stretch through the rib cage. So not pulling necessarily from the shoulder, more of a stretch through the rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Good. Do one more time to each side. This one feels nice. Inhale and exhale. Again, coming back to center, let's just do some arm circles. So opening up through the front of the chest. Releasing through the shoulders. Good work. Excellent. And bringing the arms all the way down. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the mat. Again, like I said at the beginning, grab a towel. And if you don't have a towel or the small purple ball, you don't have to use anything at all. That's fine. You can just use your mat. But we're just going to have our towel within arm's reach. And you want to roll your towel up so it's like a pool noodle kind of. So it's rolled, so it's small. And just set it off to the side. We're going to lie down onto our back. So we're going to have our knees bent, feet are flat on the mat. We're going to take both arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to turn the palms in towards each other. And we're just going to take the arms out to a T position at our side. Then we're going to bring the arms back up towards the ceiling. You're going to pause here. You're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel the shoulder blades lift. This is what we call door. So head stays down, just lifting the shoulder blades up. Let the shoulder blades sink down nice and heavy, and then take those arms out to a T. And again, lift, shoulder blades up, let them drop down nice and heavy, and then take the arms out to a T. So just go in this flow. Inhale and exhale. So we're just trying to do a little bit of work to open up through the upper back, open up through the shoulders. In our daily life, sometimes we get jarred, muscles, repetitive movement. We're just trying to free up those areas of the body. Good, one more time. We're going to end with the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms will come together, arms are straight. You can interlace the fingers here if you want. What I want you to focus on is keeping the arms straight. We're going to let the arms go over to one side just slightly. Head can turn. Don't let the elbows bend. Keep the arms straight. Come back to center and then over to the other side. So we're further stretching out through that T-spine. Inhale and exhale. time to each side. Good. Bringing the arms back to center, bringing the arms down. Okay, so now you're going to grab onto your towel, or your ball if you have it. And you're going to make sure it's rolled up to that roll, and you're going to lift your pelvis up, and I want you to place the towel right underneath your tailbone. We're going to go through a series to open up through the low back. So once you have that towel in position, so right at the base of your spine on your tailbone, arms will be relaxed at your side. We're just going to do some tucking and untucking. So when you tuck, you're going to feel your pelvis tip towards you, and as you untuck, you're going to feel your pelvis tip towards your feet. Inhale to tuck, exhale to untuck. So it's a small movement. We'll just do a body scan, so your forehead is nice and relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, your neck is relaxed, the rib cage should feel heavy. You're going to feel your pelvis tipping towards you and then away from you, and your feet are just resting onto the mat. So you want to use your abdominal muscles here a little bit to get that pelvic to move towards you and away from you. Try not to press into your feet. Okay, we're going to come back to center. So in between that tuck and the untuck, we'll call this our neutral pelvis, so hip bones are level. Good. Now we're just going to let one hip bone creep up towards the armpit on the same side. So we call this our tail swish. And then you're going to lower that hip bone down. And then you're going to let the other hip bone hike up towards the other armpit. And then bring it back down. So small movement. You're trying to get that hip bone to shorten or lift up towards the armpit. And then the other side. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to come back to center. So now you want to make sure that your hip bones are level. You're in that neutral position with your pelvis. Arms will be down by your side. We're going to take one leg up in a tabletop. We're going to draw the thigh in towards our chest, and we're going to extend the leg out straight. Draw it in towards the chest and extend it out. Inhale and exhale. So you might start to notice the abdominals muscles working here. Good. Inhale as you draw the leg in, and exhale as you extend it out. Let's do 3 more. That's it. 2. Good, last one. Good, lower the foot down. We're going to take the other leg up in a tabletop. Same thing, draw that thigh in towards your chest and extend the leg out straight. Inhale and exhale. Good, a few more. Last one. Good. Lowering the foot down. Feet will come flat onto the mat a few inches apart. We want our feet parallel, about hip bone distance apart. We're going to press into both feet as we lift the tailbone up. Think of the knees going past your ankles, and then lower the tailbone down. And again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. So just think of that length through the quads as you lift. A few more. Keep breathing. Last one. Good. Lowering the tailbone down. We're going to take both legs now up in the tabletop. So if you need to adjust the towel or the ball, if it's slipped out a little bit underneath your tailbone, bring your legs up in a tabletop, pull the belly button towards your spine. We're going to extend one leg out, bring it back in, and the other leg. So this is our single leg stretch, so modified. We're only doing the legs. And again, think of extending the leg out to a 45-degree angle. So you can think of a point on the wall. Every time you extend your leg out, you're trying to get that toe to the same point. Good. Pull that belly button in towards the spine as you extend the leg out. Keep breathing. Good. We're going to come back to center. Okay, we're going to lower the feet down. We're going to bridge up nice and high. And we're going to take the towel out from underneath our tailbone. We're going to lower the tailbone down onto the mat. Just take a moment here, just a mindful movement, just to notice how you feel through your low back. It might feel a little bit longer, a little bit lighter. So just notice if you feel a difference. You might not, so it just depends. But we're just going to take the towel now. We're going to place it right where our shoulder blades would be on the mat. We're just going to do a little bit of upper back work, opening up through the spine. So you're going to lie down, so the towel is right where your shoulder blades are. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. The head is nice and heavy into the hands. Tailbone is down, feet are resting on the mat. Just going to round over that towel. So you're going to feel your rib cage round here. And then come back to center. And again. Round, back to center. So you don't want the neck moving here. The movement's coming from the upper back through that spine. You feel it round. Tailbone stays heavy. So normally this feels really nice for the spine because we're moving in the opposite direction, that rounded shoulders that we tend to get from sitting for long periods of time. It's always nice to move your spine in this way, this extension. Good, one more time. Good, and coming back to center. We're going to push ourselves on up into sitting. I'm going to have you just place the towel off to the side. We're going to have our knees bent, feet will be flat onto the mat. We're going to be up nice and tall, lifted through the sit bones. We're going to take both arms out in front, relax the shoulders. You're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to start hollowing out through the abdominals as we rock off the sit bones. Okay, you're going to pause, you feel those abdominals engage. You're going to come all the way back up. And again, roll back and up. You can inhale and exhale to roll back. So sometimes our hip flexors get noisy here. Our core doesn't want to turn on, so our hip flexors do. So that's the muscle at the front of your hips. If you're noticing that, then let your knees come out just a little bit wider than the hips. And sometimes that will help take the pressure off the hip flexors. So if you need it, do it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Rocking back. Relax the shoulders. One more time. Roll. Good. So now we're going to let one arm sweep behind us. Our gaze is going to follow. Back to center. And then the other arm. So working into that, the side abdominals. Sweep. Do 3 more sets. Good. 2. Good. Last set. And sweep. Okay, we're going to come back to center. We're going to roll back here. We're going to pause. So feeling those abdominals engage here. We're going to reach one arm up and bring it down. And the other arm. Good. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. That's it. Now if you're feeling ambitious, take both arms up. Oh, feel it shake. Back down. That's it. Good. Do 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2. And last one. Good. And come all the way up. Let the knees fall out wide. Bottom of the feet can come together and do a forward fold. So the legs are in a diamond position. Good work. Okay. We're going to come back. We're going to do our rolling like a ball. So for this one, your knees are bent. You're going to be grabbing onto the front of your shins. And we're going to just start to balance off the sit bones. So we're just going to lift the heels, lift the toes. You're going to try and get your forehead down towards your legs so you're like the shape of a ball. You're going to try and keep this shape as you slowly roll back to the shoulder blades. Come all the way back up. And again, roll back and up. Again, trying to keep that shape. Forehead to the knees. Do 2 more. extend both legs out straight. Draw them back in, twist to the other side. Back to center, extend both legs out, and then twist. So moving through this flow, staying up in your ab curl the whole time. Working the lower abdominals, working the upper abdominals, working the side abdominals, putting it all together. Keep breathing. Twist. Good. Twist. We're going to come back to center. Lower the head down, just hug the knees in towards you and just rock back from side to side. So we're going to do that series again. We're going to do the opposite of that last exercise. So if you need to, you can stay here, hugging your knees in if you feel like your core has had enough of a challenge. Otherwise, we're going to bring the hands back behind the head. We're going to curl up to the tips of our shoulder blades. Legs are up in tabletop. We're going to twist to one side. We're going to extend both legs out straight. Come back to center as you bring both legs back up into tabletop. You're going to twist to the other side as you extend both legs out straight. Back. Twist. Extend. Back to center. That's it. Twist. Extend. You got this. Feeling the core working hard. Inhale. And exhale. One more time to this side. Twist. Come back to center. Come up a little bit higher on those shoulder blades. And then lower yourself all the way down. Good job. Excellent. Okay, hug those knees in. Rock back from side to side. A little low back massage. Good work. Okay, so we're going to get onto our sides. So you can use your towel here if you want as a pillow. Then you just lay your head down on it. I think I'll do that. Make myself comfortable. We're going to be a little uncomfortable in our lower bodies, so keep the upper body as comfortable as we can. So we're going to extend that top leg out straight. Bottom leg can bend, and we're going to have our hips stacked. Shoulders are stacked. You're going to pull your belly button in. Make sure your hip isn't hiking up, that top hip towards your armpit. We're going to lift the leg up. Flex the foot as you lower down. Point the toe as you lift. Flex the foot as you lower. Inhale and exhale. So upper body's relaxed. We're focusing on waking up the glutes. And again, be mindful of that top hip. If you lift the leg too high, you're going to let that hip hike up to your armpit, and you don't want that. If you feel that happening, lift the leg a little less. Good. One more time. Lift. Good, and lower. We're going to hold that leg at hip height. We're going to tap the toe to the front corner of the mat. We're going to draw our rainbow as we tap the toe to the back corner. So the higher you go with the rainbow, the more challenging it's going to be on that hip. That's it. Do a couple more. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Good. You're going to bring your leg back to center. Keep that leg lifted at hip height. Point the toe. 5 circles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bringing the leg in. Hug that knee in. Massage out your hip. Get a little bit of a break. Good. You're probably feeling it burn a bit. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the other side. So you can roll over. Again, we're going to have that bottom knee bent. Top leg will be up straight. And check your form. So really important that your hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, that top hip is down. And when you're ready, you're going to lift the leg up and flex the foot as you lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So in Pilates, we're really big on form. So if you need to lessen the range of motion, if you notice you're losing your form, that's okay. If you feel you're lifting your leg too high because that hip is hiking, don't lift the leg as high. Keep it a bit lower. That's it. Good. Inhale and exhale. back, the toe behind. Remember, the higher you go with your rainbow, the more challenging it's going to be. We want to keep the center of our body nice and still, so that's the challenge when you have our leg moving. So you need to focus on pulling the belly button in towards the spine, keeping your core engaged. Let's do 3 more. That's it. Good, last one. Hold that leg up. Good, now we're going to go in our circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, other direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, last one. Good, I'll lower the leg in. Good, hug that knee in, massage out your hip. A little bit of a break here, you're working hard. Good job. Okay, so we're going to make our way up into all fours. We're not going to use any props right now. So we're going to work into the whole back of the body, into the glute maximus, so the larger of the bone muscle. So hands will be in line with the shoulders. Hips are in line, or knees are in line with the hips. And we're going to slide one leg out to the end of the mat. Toe stays down. Just check your hips are level. When you're ready, you're going to lift that leg up and lower it down. Lift and lower. Good. Head is lifted. Back of the neck is in line with your upper back. And you want to keep your knee nice and straight. One more time. Lower the toe down. You're going to slide the opposite arm out to the top of your mat. You're going to lift the arm and leg up. Bring it down. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to hold the arm and leg up here. Hold it here. Hand is going to come down. Leg is going to stay lifted. You're going to swing that leg out to the side and then bring it back. In line with the body. Out to the side. Back in line. So look down at the mat. See if you can keep your shoulders squared over your hands. You let that leg come out to the side. 2 more. Last one. Good. Bringing the leg in. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to take that other leg out straight. Hips are square. Back of the neck is in line with the upper back. Lift that leg up. Tap it down. Inhale and exhale. So don't let your low back arch as you lift the leg. Keep the core engaged. Last one. Good. Bring the toe down. Now you're going to slide the opposite arm out to the top of the mat. And when you're ready, lift the arm and leg up and lower down. Good. So the leg you're lifting, it's already tired from keeping you stable on the other side. So you might be feeling a little bit more of a burn in that glute, maybe. We're going to hold the arm and leg up. Good. You're going to bring the hand down in line with the shoulder. Keep that leg lifted nice and high. You're going to swing the leg out to the side. Back. And again, look down at the mat. Make sure your shoulders are staying square with the hands. Good. And think of that leg gliding across an imaginary table, staying at the same height. 2 more. And last one. Good. Bringing the leg in. Let your knees come out wide and just sink back into your child's pose. And take a breath here. Good. Okay, so come on into sitting. We're going to have our legs out straight in front of us. They can be a little bit wider than your hips. We'll do our spine stretch forward. Always a nice one when you're working the back of the body. Give it a good stretch out. So up nice and tall, feet are flexed, reaching the hands towards the feet. Bringing that chest down towards the thighs. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, come all the way back up. Inhale, exhale, rounding down, reaching the hands towards the feet. Take an inhale. On the exhale, all the way back up. 2 more. And reach. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Reach. Good. All the way back up. Good. Okay, bringing the legs together. We're going to do our neck pull. So hands will come behind the head. Elbows are nice and wide. Keep your feet flexed here. When you're ready, you're going to bring the elbows in towards you, or towards the center line of the body. Then you're going to pull from the back of the head as you bring your chin down towards your chest. So spine stays straight here. It's just a bend of the neck. And then open. Elbows come nice and wide. Inhale. And exhale to pull. So feeling a stretch in the back of the neck. Maybe a little bit into the upper back. One more time. Good. Coming back to center. Lower the arms down. We're going to go into our mermaid. So we're going to swing our legs over to one side. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you with your knees or your hips, legs can come out in front. If you're okay with it, the legs over to one side. Arms will come out, palms are up. We're just going to go into our side bend or mermaid. Good. And over to the other side. And again. Inhale. And exhale. So I've also heard that this exercise is called the muffin top melter. So usually when people hear that, it becomes one of their favorite exercises. We're stretching out all along that area. Think of the sides, the abdominals, the side of the spine. Good. Okay, so bringing the arms down, you're now going to swing the legs over to the other side. Good. Arms are out, palms are up, and then start on this side. You might notice one side is a little bit tighter than the other side. Completely normal. It's just good to have that awareness. Sit. Inhale. And exhale. Do one more time to each side. Excellent. Bringing the arms down. We're going to come on up into standing. We'll end with our roll down. So it's always good to check in and see how you do at the end of the class versus the beginning. So feet are parallel, hip bone distance apart. Arms are down in front. We're going to take an inhale, lifting the arms up. And on the exhale, rounding down. Coming all the way down. At the bottom, you just want to feel like a rag doll. Let the knees bend slightly. Just notice if you can go a bit deeper in your roll down than you did at the beginning of the class. Take an inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, come all the way back up. We'll lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Do it one more time. Inhale and exhale. Folding forward. Sinking down nice and low. Take an inhale. On the exhale, let the arms dangle, let the head dangle. Keep the arms down as you rise up. And let the shoulders drop. Nice and tall, and that's it. So good job today. Yes, and I'll see you back on Thursday. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I think we'll use the towel again on Thursday because I said we would last week, and they'll switch it up to make it a little more interesting. So yeah, so I'll see you then. Bye.